Good day, viewers, and welcome back to another episode of Generation C. My name is Retamina Shikari, and I'm here to run you through the amazing jam-packed show that we have today. Now, as you do know, Generation C is packed with three different segments. That is Generation C, School News, and Varsity News. So, before we head right into it, this is the photo of the week taken by Desiree Cassis, and she shows us a little bit about robotics. So let's head on right after this. Now, you do know that the zone is published every Tuesday and that is inserted in the Namibian Sun, the Republican, as well as the Algemeine Zeitung. Let's go through just what was published. On page 1, we have a story written by Maricel Stoffberg, Understanding the Changes. Now, we do see that the admission requirements for NUST remain the same, that is 25 points in 5 subjects. The University of Namibia, however, increased their points to 27, and that is page 1. Page 2, we do see a story written by Enzo Amwele about online applications most advisable for new learners. And we also do have a Vox Pop. Please stay tuned for the following video.
Hi, my name is Wayne McCain. Achieving Goal 8 of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is good jobs and economic growth, is vital because having a zero youth unemployment rate is mammoth. By encouraging good jobs and economic growth, we set young people, the nation, and the world best up for prosperity.
Hello, I'm Fritz Rensch from Hardab region. I chose goal 13, which is climate action. This is an important goal for me as the planet we are currently living on is suffering because of us. If we don't take action soon, we will also start to suffer. So let's prevent suffering for not just humans, but for our planet too, by starting to recycle. Thank you.
We hope you did enjoy that video about sustainable development goals in the Children's Parliament as they give their take. Now, moving on to page 3, we do have a story written by Rivaldo Kavanga about the Agenda 2030, as well as another story giving opportunities to young professionals by Monique Adams, and that is from BDO Chartered Accountants. On page 5, we have a feature about Namibia and whether it is ready for the Industrial Revolution or not. On page 6, we do have a story written by Enzo Amwele that is titled For the Love of Karate. Finally, on page 7, we have the Star Teacher of the Week, as well as another story by Maricel Stoffberg about the next generation gamers. Well, viewers, we do have a Career VX running, and that is on the 12th of August. Please stay tuned right after this. Now, speaking about careers, we're joined in studio today by the young Gustav Nghipuilepo, and he's going to tell us a little bit about himself. Hi, Gustav. How are you?
Fine. How are we?
I'm doing great. So, as I mentioned, we're here to get to know you. We're here to, learn about you. So, can you tell us about yourself?
Good day, viewers. My name is Gustav Nghipuilepo. A little bit about myself is that I'm a hardworking young man, committed, and I can easily adapt to any environmental work that is granted upon me.
That's very interesting. So, Gustav, what is one thing that you can say is your motivation, or what drives you?
What actually drives me is a code that I have for myself, which is vision independent, which means one should actually, not one, but me myself, I should actually have a bigger image for myself in whatsoever I would like to aspire in life.
That's a great one. I feel like we all need something to keep us driven and to keep us going, you know, throughout these difficult times and unprecedented times that we all come across. So we do know that you have a business. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I have a business, and the business is called Demand and Supply. The reason why I went for Demand and Supply is that it's all about economical services. As we all know, in real life business, anything revolves around one demanding for something and one wanting to be supplied for that certain need. So basically, the reason why I went for Demand and Supply is because of those reasons.
All right. So, say for instance, I'm a youth, I'm a young person. You know, I'd like to, you know, support your business. What is one, you know, service or product that you can offer me?
One of the components that fall under Demand and Supply is project management, business plans, transportation, and marketing. Just to emphasize a bit on those components, for instance, project management is that, for instance, clients would like to organize something and they are in need of someone that will visually just analyze everything and the way it should be planned out. They can actually get a hold of me so that I can have a strategic plan to set for themselves so that they can actually see out their project to a success with the help of my knowledge, knowing that I am specialized in project management. And one component that I can as well emphasize is graphic designs that I mostly do, which is business cards that I do for clients, business stickers. That's actually in everyday business, we all know that branding is important.
Yes.
So therefore, a business needs to brand out itself so that the next client can know that this specific business is actually has this type of professionalism, and it can actually endeavor its business to other clients due to branding.
So Gustav, wait. So did you study project management? Did you study marketing? Did you study, because you're just the jack of all trades. I see everything is put all in place and you're just, you know, playing along. So what exactly did you study?
It's a good thing you mentioned jack of all trades. I mean, it's actually just something that I am gifted with, because I am more knowledgeable in everything that I see for myself and say for myself. And speaking about whether I studied project management and so forth, yes, in my university that I'm currently in, I did have those modules as well. So basically, I just picked up on you know, some of the areas that I know. Okay, I can actually put this into realization and put it in the broader market of a business life.
Oh wow! So it's all about talent. It's all about learning. It's all about putting everything that you learn to implementation and to make money from it. I mean, who doesn't want to secure the bag? But anyways, Gustav, is there any youth advice that you can give us?
Yes, most definitely. As I'm speaking right here, as I'm seated right here, I'm a youth as well. So my advice to my fellow youth is that never doubt yourself. Always strive for greatness, no matter the obstacles, no matter the barriers. We all encounter all those things in life. So you just gotta keep your head up high. And most importantly is that we should get a vision of tertiary level. As we heard earlier that the tertiary institutions are actually increasing their entry points, where mostly it's by University of Namibia. So we gotta put our head up high and study hard, because as much as I'm a student as well, as much as I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not guaranteed that I will succeed in this, but I will eventually have the vision and focus that I will make it. So always have two sides just to balance in life.
Oh, excellent. So I do feel like it's very important that we do take words from those that are around us and those that are doing great, amazing things like Gustav. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's head on. Welcome back to the Schools Corner. And as you do know, the schools are closed for now, but we do still get some content submitted from you. Please stay tuned for the following video submitted from Dr. Lema High School all the way in Riebeek by Haley van Wyk.
Good day, my name is Haley van Wyk. I am in 11th grade at Dr. Lema High School as well as the head girl. My hobbies include putting my extremely amateur culinary skills to the test as well as watching YouTube videos. The current COVID-19 variant is causing utter havoc in the educational system, and state schools have to resort to remote learning as face-to-face learning is not an option anymore. The syllabus is currently at a halt because not all learners have the means to receive schoolwork online. It is daunting and alarming not knowing when we are going to be able to resume and go back to normal, but we have to be resilient in the face of adversity.
Well, we continue learning and we do continue growing as we continue with this online learning. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that video from Haley van Wyk. Please stay tuned for Varsity Chat Room. Welcome viewers to the Varsity Chat Room segment. Well, in this segment, we bring you all things tertiary news as well as all things higher education. Well, on the page 8 of the zone today, we do have a story written by Desiree Garces about institutions of higher learning at the cutting edge of technology. Now, the High Technology Transfer Plaza Select building was inaugurated virtually on the 15th of July. If you'd like to get to know more about that, please stay tuned and grab yourself a copy of the zone of today. Well, let's dive into the first video that we have from students that are studying the mechanical engineering at NUST and how their experience is different from mines in energy.
Hi, my zone. My name is Peter Nankela. I am studying at NUST Mechanical Engineering.
Hi, my zone. My name is Max Nicanor. I'm a mechanical engineer at NUST as well.
Hi, my zone. My name is Salufu Limbo. I'm an electrical power engineering and also at NUST.
Yeah, basically how I came about to getting to know about Minds in Action was actually through a post on our group, school group. So they were looking, there's a post that said that they were looking for mechanical engineers that knew SketchUp, and that's how I contacted Mr. Andreas to take up the offer.
I heard it from Peternen actually, so I basically just tagged along, and eventually I got to like it, and I've learned so much from the traditional classroom. It's much more practical, much more technical, and it's also kind of, teaching us to be professional engineers.
I basically learned from a colleague who already works at Minds in Action. Her name is Musole. She's the one who suggested I do my internship here. And I've learned a lot of hands-on experiences from automation to programming and so on.
Yeah, basically to be a great engineer, you have to do great things, and this is part of some good stuff that we're working on, because being a mechanical engineering student, they would just learn the basic principles, the physics, the forces, the electricity, the whatever, but we don't really know how to put the things together. We don't really know how to connect electronics and mechatronics, mechanical, civil. Here we basically do that, because now we have the platform in which we learn. For example, this is a small model of a
Megatron.
Yeah, it's mechatronics basically, with mechanical and electrical stuff, pneumatics, but it's a small model of a automation system, like probably something you'll find at Coca-Cola, at Coca-Cola plant, where caps, you know the caps where they put the caps
On the bottom.
put on the bottles,
Conveyor belt.
conveyor belts where they run through, and then the suction. It's very much interesting.
Yeah, I would agree with Petten. Basically, what we do is take something on paper and put it practically into something that's usable for everyone to see, everyone to use in their everyday life. So it's from calculations to something more practical, more usable, I would say. And that's what's lacking in the school system, I would say.
Viewers, we hope you enjoyed this wonderful, wonderful show that we had for you on Generation C today. We hope to see you guys again next week. If you do have any newsworthy content, please do forward it to our social media platforms or to my personal email, wetumene@myzone.com.na.